Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Firefighters podcast, where we seek to develop, inspire, and motivate the world of the emergency services operator through a series of wide-ranging conversations. Now, before we go any further, just hit that rate, follow, or subscribe button on whatever platform you're listening to. It's a key performance indicator for us and helps us reach even more people. Now, here's what we've got for you today. Welcome back once again to part 3 in our Firefighter Challenge Debrief series. So far, taking a look inside the Firefighter Challenge in the Welsh Firefighter Challenge and the South Coast Firefighter Challenge. Both incredible events that showcase the heart of our fire service family. Today, we're celebrating something brand new, the very first Northants Firefighter Challenge. This event took place at the stunning Rushden Lakes, a venue that brought together not only firefighters and athletes, but families, sponsors, and the entire community. I'm joined today on the podcast by my really good friend and UK Pink firefighter, Dean Keeber, one of the driving forces behind the challenge, and together we unpack what made this debut year such a remarkable success. And it wasn't easy, We talk about the design of the course, shorter and accessible, but still demanding enough to test speed, strength, and resilience. We highlight incredible athletes, from our overall winner, Matt Adams, to inspiring performances like Detty Balla, Matt Weston, showing that this competition is about more than just winning. It's about growth, grit, and pushing yourself beyond the limits. You'll also hear about the crucial role that community play, the amazing support from sponsors like Halo, Wilson Brown, MSA, Gore-Tex, Hikes, and the dedication of the volunteers, and the pride of Northampton cadets as well, who are absolutely incredible. They helped just bring the event to life. Honestly, they were awesome. And of course, we're going to look ahead to the future. What's next for the Northamptonshire Challenge, and why this could become a real cornerstone in the Firefighter Challenge calendar. So jump in with this one. It's more than just fitness. It's more than just competition. It's community, collaboration, and really celebrating that fire service spirit once again. So dig in, listen in, the Northants Firefighter Challenge 2025 with my good friend, Dean Keeber. I'll see you on the other side. So where was the challenge this year? For people that are completely unfamiliar with it, who have never attended, don't know anything about it, new to the challenge sector, what is it? Where was it?
Okay, so our challenge was the Northants Firefighter Challenge, and it was held at the stunning Rushden Lakes. Wonderful venue. I think it's about 6 years old now, Rushden Lakes. So everything's all still fairly fresh and new. Great place.
Loads of great restaurants and facilities around there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, immediately we got loads of positive feedback from competitors, regards to amenities. So just your basic stuff. We had toilet facilities and stuff, and then there was your cafes, food restaurants. And you got an entertainment area. You've got your cinema, bars and bits like that, and then you got your retail stuff as well. So. Yeah, if you turned up on the day and you forgot something, there was places.
But also for families as well that wanted to come and go throughout the day to be able to look at everything.
That's
there was like I say, there was the cinemas, there was the lakes is 50 feet or whatever it was in that direction.
Yeah, you've got the lovely lake, and it's a dog-friendly place as well.
There's little fountain, little stream areas as well, isn't there?
There's a little stream.
It's really nicely done.
Yeah, when we had our registration area, you got a little man-made stream kind of thing that runs through there. Nice big area there we wanted to make it a bit bigger as well, hopefully for next year. Hopefully I'm not giving too much away. But
mate, I was literally having this conversation both with the Welsh and with the South. So I'm going to say it here again, and I'm just going to put it out there. I think the South Coast have the best area, because it's right in the middle, like a massive amphitheatre, isn't it? They've got all that beautiful architecture around them, the massive steep steps both sides and all that sort of stuff. The Welsh is nice because it's near the water, similar to you, but I'm really excited to see which course is going to be first to punch out to 3 or 4 lanes, because that is when things will get so spicy, so interesting for the crowd. When you see 3 or 4 athletes running in individuals at the same time. The British, I don't think, will be able to manage it because of the tower restrictions. I don't think it's ever achievable. But all of these regionals, the opportunity's there.
I never went to South Coast, but what I did see from the images and the videos, it looks a massive space. So if anyone's going to do it, it'll be them. We're obviously...
Because they've got the ladders, I think it's going to be a bit harder for them. I think it's... Of course, the Welsh have got... it's not easy, but you've got the easiest opportunity in terms of layout, I think, to duplicate it. But then you've got the space challenge and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, the Welsh have the loading element to it, which is a bit difficult to replicate, but not impossible. But yeah, that's what I love about all these competitions now. There's so much variation.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to do. The only thing that comes with that is obviously you need more kit, which is more investment.
But you get a lot. You have your capacity 50% increase, doesn't it? Because you run the same amount of time, but you're having 3 athletes at a time.
Yeah. And space-wise for us, it's going to be difficult as well. It took a lot of negotiating to get the space that we had, with it being such a very popular place on weekends. That parking spaces all those thousands of parking spaces, they do get used up. So, and obviously we were using a few as well. So
that's where it was this year. You had good support from your service. Nikki came and opened up, didn't she?
Yeah, Nikki Watson, the chief fire officer. Yeah, she came.
Nice, yeah.
And done a little speech on the microphone and opened the event, which was wonderful. We've had great support from the fire service. We're also part of the police and fire crime commissioner as well.
Mm-hmm.
So everything was done properly as well, with regards to licenses, procurements and sponsors and all that sort of jazz. It was quite frustrating for us as organisers.
Yeah, that's the downside of it's great to get your services support, similar to the Welsh. South Coast a little bit out there at the minute. They didn't get very much support from their organisation. Obviously, the British always sit solo from everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's pros and cons to working with your organisation, but at least you know it's going to be safe. This episode is brought to you in partnership with Godiva Limited. Godiva is one of the world's leading providers of specialist equipment for emergency services market. Godiva produces a comprehensive range of fire pumps, including vehicle-mounted, portable, and their cutting-edge integrated total water flow control system, SAMFlows. I've been using Godiva my entire career as a reliable pump on the fire ground. It is such a crucial element of a successful firefighting team that you want to empower your crews with the very best, reliable, quality product. Reach out to our partners by checking the notes in the podcast. Now back to the show.
Exactly. We know it's done properly. This first year is always going to be the most difficult year and time consuming because what we've learned, us and a brigade, what we've learned on both sides, which carry on that over to next year.
Trying to rip it off the launch pad first time is always the heaviest lift.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. I'm not saying it's going to be easy next year, but it'll definitely be easier. Because we sort of half know what we're doing now.
So for people that are unfamiliar with your particular course, again, we'll provide links underneath. But what time of year is it, and what's involved in the course?
So ours this year was the first weekend of July. Like I said, we definitely want to be doing it again next year. We don't have a date as of next year. We have to try and squeeze in with the other regionals. And the other thing we was sort of pushed into doing this year because of other dates of other regionals was it lands on Silverstone weekend. Obviously, Silverstone is in Northamptonshire. So we're trying to get away. Well, we're going to have to get away from that for next year. It pushes Silverstone weekend in Northamptonshire just pushes the cost of accommodation through the roof for one, and then obviously the resources, the police and fire, etc. Give to Silverstone is huge.
Yeah,
to run the two things on the same weekend was quite difficult, but we managed to do it. So next year we'll probably be looking at a different date. Nothing's been decided yet. We'll have to speak with the venue and with the fire service and amongst ourselves and whatnot. So
what's different about your course? What's unique about a Northants challenge?
So the feedback we got from our course is it's a shorter course. So we purposely made it shorter because the last thing we want to see is people not complete the course. So we made it shorter. However, from I obviously ran it myself, and from other people, even the overall winner as well, Matt Adams said how difficult it was with regards to, although it's shorter, you're probably pushing it a little bit faster.
Mm.
So yeah, it was so it's probably the shortest course, the quickest times over all the regionals. Yeah, we've got all the basic elements in there that the British Firefighter Challenge has. So it was it was the last regional before the BFC, so it was a great warm up for that. Yeah, ends with the dummy drag as the BFC does. You've got your hose rolling in there, your barrels, your forcible entry machines as well. So it's it's a great sort of shorter replication of the BFC. So if anyone's thinking of doing the BFC, then ours is a great warm up for that. Then definitely, yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's significantly less intimidating than the BFC for first time performers. I think yours and the Cheshire are two of the best ones for people to come out and have a run at, because obviously the Cheshire they can do virtually, so they don't get the fear of the crowd. And yours is a shorter, faster course, very achievable by pretty much all operational firefighters. And it gives you a sense of being in front of people, standing and delivering. And, you really do stand a great chance of finishing the course and getting that sense of achievement of being part of that challenge community. I think it's a really, really, I love that they're all set at different sort of levels and different sort of variations of skill sets and difficulties. And I think that's so good. If it were just a rinse and repeat across all of them, I don't think you'd see the diversity of athletes and interest.
Yeah, and I think you'll find people will start to get their favourites as well, the favourite course, and things like that. And like I say, these courses are great because they match different athletes' abilities. So you'll get people who probably got a little bit more stamina than others, who tend to do better at the longer events. Whereas a shorter event, somebody with a bit more speed or power or whatever, can sort of focus on that. So it's good. It sort of catches everyone's strengths and weaknesses over the series.
So we saw a lot of really great first time. How many athletes do we have at the course this year?
So we had approximately 80.
It's a great turnout for the first event.
Which was really, really good, yeah. And I think next year it will sell out because a lot of people came who weren't sure. There's a lot of people I was talking to in the crowds who belong to our fire service. They wanted to do it, but they were scared. They were worried of fool themselves. And people openly say it. I'm worried about not finishing, or I'm worried about falling over. People are watching. I don't want to be that. Make an idiot.
Yeah, you don't want to have a meme made out of you.
No, exactly. It was great for those people to come along and see what it's all about. And you well know, as I do, that maybe the ones who struggle a little bit out on the courses, they get the better support.
Yeah.
There's nobody laughing at them or pointing at them.
No.
It's just people shouting for them, come on.
They're the hero stories.
To get to that finish line. And a lot of people have seen that and seen what the Firefighter Challenge family is all about. Yeah, so that was really good. So I think there'll be a lot more from Northants entering next year.
It is beyond a privilege to be able to bring the Firefighters podcast to you, and we are so grateful for every single person that supports, listens, shares, and follows our journey. But here's the honest truth. It takes a colossal amount of time and work to keep the podcast going. And to help us keep doing it, create more, reach more guests internationally, and make the podcast sustainable, we're asking for you to help. And to do this, we've set up a Patreon page. Now, by joining this, you'll not only support the future of the podcast, but also gain access to exclusive benefits. Now, if you've ever wanted to meet a member of the podcast, buy us a beer, buy us a coffee, and you think anything you've ever listened to on the podcast has been worth £3, that's basically what we're asking you for. By joining our Patreon community, you will get access to every single full episode archive we have ever made. Now, hundreds and hundreds of key documents that we've got in there on fire behavior, firefighter health, cancer risks, instant debriefs, and so much more. A growing collection of valuable resources to help you learn and grow. Your support in whatever way, dropping it in the WhatsApp group, sharing it on the local newsletter, whatever it is, it's incredibly valuable, and we really do support it, and we need it to make it a long-lasting resource, that legacy resource we always talk about for first responders, firefighters, and everybody everywhere who's ever been interested in joining the fire service. Now, if you're already supporting something, as many people do, it's totally cool. You can still access the podcast for free, and you'll always be able to access all the new episodes for free, but we're asking for your help to to make this sustainable. And we want to keep growing, we want to keep sharing the insights, and we want to keep showcasing the incredible work happening in our community and our sector. So if you feel like you want to join the Patreon crew and help us make this possible, head to patreon.com/TFFPC or check the link in any episode podcast notes.
I've also spoken to others who couldn't make it to ours for whatever reason, had things on that weekend, they've seen it and they said, serious FOMO, we wish we were there, could have been, and this and that. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a sellout. It was a bit worrying to start with. When we went on sale, we sold, I think it was about 45 tickets just like that. And they just stopped. Registration just stopped. Because we originally wanted I think we set the bar like 100, I think like the Welsh do, and then gradually, slowly, and then as soon as registration shut, the amount of emails and messages we had, like, can I enter? Just left it until it was too late.
Shut up. Yeah. Put it out there. It's not like
for a month.
If people don't qualify, or if people don't register for the British, you're kind of like, well, okay, it was right on New Year's Day and you were busy and whatever and you missed it. But these ones, it's like, you had plenty of notice. Come on. But again, this was the first year for the Northants, so some people just didn't know about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So,
So some of the, I want to speak about some of my favorite athletes personally, some real performers in terms of character as well, in terms of the real spirit of the games. But also I want to run down some of the top competitors. But before we go into that, these competitions aren't standalone. They're put on with the support of a lot of good organizations. So I'd be remiss if we didn't shout out a few of the supports, whether that be organizations or individuals that were able to make it happen.
Yeah, so, first and foremost, obviously the British Firefighter Challenge itself provided us with equipment. Unfortunately, we couldn't have any representatives there from the BFC due to various things and whatnot and commitments. So that's absolutely fine. So yeah, the BFC and their knowledge and help with regards to any questions we had, we went to the likes of Chris and John, and they gave us answers or recommendations, because they've been doing it for years. It's I think 9 years now, inside out. So obviously those guys. And it regulates themselves to allow us to have it at such a wonderful event, venue, very much appreciated. And then the sponsors, obviously these things are not free. No. They cost money, quite a bit of money as well. So the sponsors, we've got, so the main sponsor was Halo. They were our gold sponsor. They're like a finance company. I
met that bloke when he was giving out the medals. Really interesting bloke. How he thinks about business development and entrepreneurship. And I could have chatted to him for hours because I love that sort of stuff. Problem solving and different ways to reframe challenge. Really interesting guy. I can't remember his name, but
George. I think it's George.
Yeah, really nice bloke. I liked him a lot.
He was there all day. So which was it was wonderful.
He got involved, didn't he?
Yeah, they have Wilson Brown, local solicitors. They were there. Tilbury Douglas engineers, Redcorn, who supply our RTC cars, scrap cars. And then you've got TaylorMade Tuning. So they were like the local sponsors who helped us out. And then obviously you had your regular ones from the Firefighter Challenge. So Hikes, MSA, Gore. They were fantastic as well. Supplied us with kit and funds as well. And then you had other people as well. So many people just want to be part of it as well. So we had the photographer, TJ Motorsport, didn't charge us a penny.
Really?
Took over 3,000 photographs and he had them ready for us the next day.
I'll tell you what, that's a professional outfit, isn't it?
All uploaded.
I've seen them as well. They're so good.
Yeah. He'd never done anything like this before, with regards to...
Or you can appreciate it from their perspective as well. It's very photogenic, isn't it? These events, I always say, we're the best kept secret of the emergency services because some of our stuff is so engaging. We just don't do a great job of selling it as a sector sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, and then we had the disco bus. So Nathan with the T5 disco bus and
he was cool. Going really well with him.
He had a bit of issues to start with. He said the police
next to him,
and their radios were doing something.
Yeah, bless him.
Microphone.
But consummate professional, nailed it, sorted it out.
Sorted, yeah. If there's a problem, you got it sorted. And then the other people who wanted time was the Nen Valley community first responders who provided our medical cover. Again, you know, they came along, didn't ask for anything. It's just absolutely fantastic. But so there are supporters for the day. I just got also just mention the cadets as well.
Yeah.
Our local Northants cadets and Shelley Bates, who runs the cadets, they work tirelessly all day long. And one of the worries was we've got the double hose pull. Was the reset of that.
Yes.
I've seen it in the drill yard. We're trying to find the best way to do it and we're timing it, how long it's going to take in between races. Honestly, you know, I was doing quite a bit of refereeing. You turn around and it was all done. They had it done just like that. So 4 sets of hoses. They were folding away nice and neatly.
Rolling hose is easy. Like folding hose and getting it fair and even for each athlete so it pays out without snags.
Yeah.
Isn't as easy as people might think on a confined course.
Yeah.
And the cadets really showed really good discipline there, really got involved, really switched on.
They did.
And I've seen a massive variation of good, bad, and ugly across different competitions. And the Northants cadets really did a great job.
Yeah. Massive thank you to them. They really, really did us proud of that.
So I want to get amongst some of the competitors for this year. And I want to kick it off with our 18 to 34 females. Because one of the rising stars in the challenge circuit really is Detti Bala.
Yeah.
She is really just punching through the gears, and she's one of the smiliest characters out on the courses. And I think this wasn't her first competition, but I think it was her first gold. I think
possibly, yeah. She's a lovely lady. I've met her at, obviously our competition in Wales as well, and the BFC. She's doing fantastic. I don't know her background. I know she's Hungarian. So when we saw the entry come in from Hungary,
she's Hungarian, and she came over with her mum, and their family, certainly relating to their dad, did a lot of charity work. So I believe, if memory serves, her and her mum specifically selected, I believe, Gloucestershire because of the amount of charity work that they get involved with and things like that. And she's such a lovely lady, and her mum's lovely as well. She spent the whole Northants sat next to my missus, I think.
Okay.
And just such a lovely family. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Gore-Tex Professional Fabrics. Now, we all know the working environment of a firefighter is filled with challenges. We face serious risks on the job, such as heat exhaustion, burns, physical and mental stress, and we frequently come into contact with high levels of toxic chemicals. Now, I have been wearing Gore-Tex for nearly 2 decades on the front line, working in hostile environments, tackling challenging incidents from firefighting to water incidents and in urban search and rescue environments. Gore-Tex have a well-earned reputation for protecting professionals in the fire and emergency services through their family of highly innovative, waterproof, breathable moisture barriers that exceeds global performance standards and are trusted worldwide. Gore-Tex, going further together.
Yeah. She's a lovely lady, always smiling and stuff.
A great athlete as well. You see the focus she's put into her training. She's really come on leaps and bounds.
Yeah, well, she's with a great team, isn't she, Gloucestershire? So, it's probably one of the best teams to be with, really, getting into this.
I was surprised, with respect, and Detti knows I love her, I was surprised that she won, A, because she was new to the sport, and B, because some of these things are a skills-based thing, and she was in a tough category as well. You know, you've got Millie, you've got Yaz, you've got Ellie, all of those really, really good athletes. You know, Millie, bless her, she had a mare with a couple of penalties though, and I know she was kicking herself. I've spoken to her since. She got like 12 seconds of penalties, didn't she? She actually had a really good time.
She did. I was just looking at her now. So if you look at Ellie, who's Ellie Pipe from Northants, this is her first season, and that was her first competition. She got 5 seconds of penalties. She hadn't picked up them penalties,
she'd have won.
She would have won it.
Yeah.
She is one to watch for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's a real athlete, isn't she?
She did her first BFC this year. She was really disappointed, bless her. But once she's picked up a bit of experience and got her technique and stuff, so she's going to be one to watch.
She'll be great. So moving up through the brackets, because the young guns are always really impressive. But Chrissy, once again, it was great to see her taking a gold. She's been so busy outside of just the challenge sector with the women in the fire service stuff, supporting us in the pink firefight work that she does as well. To see her back onto a podium was really, really great to see because she's such a great athlete.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. I love Chrissy to bits. Again, I've done some training with her. We went up to Nottingham this year and did some training. She stopped at Northants on the way and picked me up. Yeah, she's a lovely girl, and it's good to see her doing well. Definitely. And second place, Michelle Stockman. I don't know if you know her. So I first met Michelle. So she's from Humberside. I first met her in Mönchengladbach at this year's TFA. And wow, she got on the podium there. I'm sure that was her first ever firefight competition.
Was it really?
The TFA.
Whoa!
And she managed. Yeah, she got onto the podium there. Alongside some great athletes. So
she will be one to watch.
She's a lovely lady as well. Sorry.
I love it. I'm leaving that in.
I know something's happened.
Someone's dead
on there.
Michelle. Yeah, she's fantastic. But Chrissy, and neither of them had penalties, but Chrissy was a strong 15 seconds ahead, and that is, I think. I mean, Chrissy again is very fit, but I think that's an experience thing as well. Chrissy's been on these courses for a long time. This was a new course for her, but sometimes it really does pay off just to have that confidence in your ability to be able to navigate the challenges of any of these courses. She's really nice and smooth with that stuff.
She is, yeah. And you got
Matt came and smashed it.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to do a special mention to Amy as well, actually, coming in third there. She, well, you know, it's like at these events, you want people to chip in and help out. And I asked Amy fairly early on if she could help referee, and without any qualm, she did. She stepped onto the course and she helped us out for a good couple of hours or so refereeing. So yeah, special mention to her too.
I think it shows the difficulty that it comes with being part of the organising team as well. Because Amy is one of the top performers. She medalled a lot across the challenge circuit this year. She's been out and done, the guard stairlift, the guard on fire, and
she's hungry at the minute doing fire.
Yeah, her and Teresa and Kush are all out there in Hungary. Really, really strong competitive athletes. But I know, and you know as well, how difficult it is balancing your time across the day, being on the course, doing a reset or doing the refereeing or doing the hosting or whatever it is. Yeah, I know she felt some frustrations about that because she's still medalled, and that's fantastic. Yeah. But I know she knows she's got more in the tank on that one. But it's always great to see her stepping up. And it really does mean a lot when you see them coming out and helping referee as well. Kush did some refereeing on a few of the courses, and he said how much he enjoyed that side of it.
Yeah.
It really is nice to actually help the other athletes and get out on the course. So anybody that hasn't done it, I would really encourage them to try and balance their time, because you get a different experience of the event as well.
You do, yeah. It really helps. These competitions, they can't just be run by one or two people. It's got to be a great team effort, and and that's across different brigades as well, not just everyone. For example, ours can't just be run from people from Northants. You need the experience to draw on. Even people like Chrissy as well, that she can step on the course.
Yeah, she did loads of refereeing again.
I did some refereeing, and at the same time, while you're refereeing, you can encourage people as well. You tell them what's next and how to do bits and bobs, giving advice and stuff like that, and it's really good. And that's what I love about it. It's just so friendly. And
I know Helena's expressed a bit of an interest in doing a bit more coaching, a little bit more refereeing, a little bit more supporting other athletes, because also past a certain point, you've won everything. You've won them all, and you can get a lot out of it in helping develop other athletes. And you really do see it all from a different perspective when you step into the organising team, which is good.
Yeah, she's developing Dave Chapman, I think, at the minute, because that boy's made some.
He is moving. He's doing some damage, isn't he?
Over this, certainly this year.
He's very, very good.
Talking to Helena and Dave, and so when was it? Because he was in Germany with them as well. And his secret is consistency. So keep trying.
That's what
keep trying.
Consistency and specificity. We just did a podcast with Brad Dix.
Oh yeah.
who is, you remember, Brad, you met him
Oh, yeah,
in
he's
out in Saudi with me.
record Firefit, isn't he?
Yeah, we just recorded after he'd broken his record, and he just said, the 3 keys to training is specificity, 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 which is a typical awkward American answer, but it's basically specificity. Do you know what I mean? Everything he does relates to the training.
Training for that event. You can be in the gym as much as you like on the assault bike or carrying sandbags, but the real training is getting out in the yard at work. Even if you do your shift, because we all have busy shifts. If you can't do it in shift, stay after work, get the kit out, get the hoses out, the dummies out, and train in the yard doing that stuff. Be specific.
Doing the actual thing. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, of course, general fitness is absolutely vital as well. The assault bike, the rowers and stuff, of course. I'm not saying...
You've got to build the engine, but then you've got to funnel it into what you're actually doing it for.
Yeah, you've got to do both.
MSA are supporting us on today's podcast, and I chose to partner with them because I've been wearing this stuff for nearly 20 years, and they are the global leader in development, manufacture, and supply of incredible, safe products that really protect people, not just our communities out there, but also first responders, most importantly, all over the world. Get yourself over to MSA and have a look at it. The high-performance protective clothing for emergency services responders. They also partner with us on the UK Pink Firefighters. That's because we love them. The helmets with the reflective visor, the F1XF, absolutely epic helmet. And not forgetting how they improve firefighter safety through their connectivity in the connected firefighter platform. MSA are always pushing the envelope, and it's a real privilege to be able to continue to grow our partnership together. So whether it's your PPE, your bunker gear, your helmets, your SCBA, your thermal imaging, your Luna, or your portable gas detection, both of us know that this equipment needs to work. It needs to be high quality, reliable, and dependable in the moment. And that's why I use MSA, because they know what's at stake. So into the men, Kai and Matt both did really, really well this year across a number of courses. Matt did exactly what I think he wanted to do on a lot of the courses, came, delivered, took a whole wealth of golds this year, absolutely crushed so many of the competitions, really, really did very, very well. Who were some of your favourite male athletes this year? Was there any surprises?
Yeah, just going from Matt there, we were talking about our course, but, we're like, someone's going to go sub 2, someone will do sub 2. Matt's nearly gone sub 1.5. That's just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Blitz, isn't it?
But yeah, no, I've with regards to our competition, there was one guy, if you move up to the male 30-34, Matt Weston, so he's on my watch at work, and he's really got the bug for it. So, we train together, and this is his first ever competition, and he picks up a bronze medal when he's absolutely over the moon with that. And then females, again, I know it's probably a bit of bias because they're on my watch, but Jenny Miles in the female 35 overs, again, she plays rugby, but she carried that over to the Firefighter Challenge, and to see them train, get that bug for it, and the determination that they show is fantastic.
I loved seeing Kush take a gold because he's one of the top performers for me, but Dan isn't able to make as many competitions sometimes. He has a very, very busy life, so it was amazing to see him come and grab a silver on the home turf.
The two others from our brigade who have became part of the team now is, I say, Dan Harding. So this is his second season now. Again, got the absolute bug for it. He's a bit of a hybrid athlete. He loves his running and his CrossFit kind of things, and that is well into all that. And then the other one in the male 40-44, Mark Grant. So
who is Mark Grant?
So he is another.
Kept him a secret, haven't you?
Another one to watch. So
where's he been?
Yeah, I spoke to him a few years ago about it. He showed a little bit of interest. But him and Dan worked on the same, not anymore, but they worked on the same watch for a while. So they're good friends. So I think Dan's really got him into it. But Mark has proper got the bug for it now.
Well, and it's the best time to get that bug, I think, when you're in that later age bracket, because he's a very tall, really strong, handsome fella. And I think he's got a lot of potential in those age brackets, because as you get towards those upper age limits, it becomes a smaller field. A lot of people aren't able to hold their fitness up until those levels. And Mark is just straight out the gate. Seems like he's very suited to it.
All of the attributes. It reminds me of Aaron Childs a bit as well. Both very tall and strong and fit firefighters. But yeah, I mean, Mark did amazing on his first BFC this year. I can't think, he wasn't. He was only a few seconds behind me, but he made a few errors during the race, and we know one of them was the hose roll. And we know if he'd have got that bang on, Matty's time would have been way up there for his first ever BFC.
Yeah,
so
he did have a bit of a mare on that one, and some of that is down to jitters. You know, the BFC is a bigger stage.
Yeah, it's a jitter, and the experience, isn't it? He's getting a few under your belt. I mean, my first ever BFC was the one at Leicester. I fell over 3 times with a dummy because I just went out too fast. I had nothing left in the tank. My legs had gone. I just 3 times I fell over. And I was like, what is it? You know, I couldn't walk for a good half an hour afterwards.
Character building.
Yeah, exactly. You know, well over the 3 minutes sort of thing. But Matt's come in and just smashed out, 2, whatever it was. And
he did so well.
Just so
nice to see you taking a gold medal on home turf. Just pipping out Dominic Norcross. Bit of healthy competition there.
Me and Dom have had a few close ones this year. So he beat me in Wales by a few seconds. And then we went TFA. He was my roommate in Germany for TFA. So he picked me to that. So I beat him on the first 2 sections. He beat me on the last 2 sections, but that was enough to get the win there. So I purposely we raced against each other in Northants. So so it'd be something to properly go for and race. So I purposely made sure we were racing each other. I managed to pip him on home soil, which was nice. And then I just managed to beat him at the BFC as well, which again was very, very close. There was not a lot in it at all. But
it's so nice to see that.
But yeah, he's a great guy, Dominic. Again, another one who's really, really helpful. Because obviously they've been organising the Welsh for a few years now. And he's got bags of experience. He's competed abroad and stuff. So it's great to take advice from Dom and the Welsh. What a lovely bunch of lads the Welsh boys are. I went with, again, I keep talking about the TFA, but James Sheen and James Johnson and me and Dom, we went as a 4. And wonderful.
I think from a team perspective, with respect to the Northants and the South Coast and the British and the Cleveland, I think the Welsh is the strongest team. From me, I sit on the outside and I'm let into all of the teams, and I'm really grateful for that. And everybody looks after me. And the Welsh just do it really well. They all know their roles. They all know their responsibilities. They're all really consummate professionals, and they execute really well. They're very, very intentional about the way they organise stuff. And that is, I don't know how you make that. Don't know how you create that in the team. But I'm sure you feel it. The South Coast feel it. Everybody feels it. Sometimes you just need a few more power players in the team because there's a lot of jobs to be done.
Yeah, they've all got their own little jobs as well. I was talking to James Johnson in Germany, and he was saying, Dom does this, James does this, that, and there's some other people as well I hadn't even heard of in the background as well. They've all got their jobs, and it sounds like it just runs very smooth. I'm sure it does, and they must have their hiccups and whatnot, of course.
Yeah, nothing's perfect, but
yeah, it's sounds really good. And they're
good to see Ronnie on the podium.
Yes, yeah, bless him. I mean, he is another one who's trained so hard over the past few years. He's kind of been a bit of a jack of all trades. Is Ronnie, and he's done his marathon runs. So in previous competitions, he's been doing marathon training, which doesn't really cross over to Firefighter Challenge stuff. Whereas this year, he didn't have a marathon this year, and he's really focused on his Firefighter Challenge training. Boy, I mean, you only got to look at the times there. You know, the difference is what you've seen about every competition is PB this year.
Yeah. So you know what? More than that, I think he's one of the biggest characters of the challenge community. There is nothing. There's nothing he won't do for you. Yeah. I remember after the British of the year, we buried a body together in one of the local car parks, and he didn't even ask any questions. He's willing to do anything.
When was this?
Just checking. I want to take a minute to just tell you about something that I think you're going to be really interested in. Next September, firefighters from across the UK and Ireland will be travelling to Atlanta, Georgia for something truly special. It's the United for 9/11. It's the Memorial Stair Climb. Now, this isn't just any event. It's a once-in-a-generation tribute where 343 firefighters, one for every FDNY firefighter who gave their life on September 11th, will climb 110 floors in their honor. It's about more than just a physical challenge. It's about remembering sacrifice, pushing ourselves, and standing shoulder to shoulder across services and across nations. It's a chance to honor the legacy of 9/11, to pay tribute to our fallen firefighters, and to test your mental and physical strength, and to raise an awareness around mental health and resilience in the fire service. Whether you take part in this climb or not, support from home, or simply help spread the word, you can be part of it. This is about unity, remembrance, and respect. So if you want to learn more, head over to www.memorialstairclimb.co.uk or on Instagram, check out United_911climb. This is going to be something powerful. I hope you can make it. I hope you can support it. Now back to the show. But now, Ronnie, whether you want him to help out, you want him to grab on the microphone, you want him to referee, you want him to go and sort someone's lunches, he is just the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, Ronnie's. I mean, he's part of our organising team. So as we speak now, it's Wellingborough Fire Station's open day, which is our fire station. He's running all that. So he does it every year. He runs the car washes. He's massive into the firefighter charity. He's raised thousands and thousands over the years for various charities and stuff, and is a real good bloke. And as we're talking about organising committee as well, another special mention to Henry Slight, who without Henry, our competition would not have happened. He was fantastic. Really, really was, helped with everything. Again, nothing was. You couldn't ask any more of him. It was fantastic.
And he took a silver medal.
And he did, yes. Yeah. He took a silver. He was, where was he? Let's have a look.
It was 2 minutes.
Oh, he's a young buck, isn't he? 34.
He's very, very young.
Yeah. So
214. No penalties.
Yeah, he had a bit of a mare with the hose roll. So I think he accidentally kicked it or caught it with his boot, and it just bowled up. And it became an absolute mess. And he had to scoop it all up and do all that.
It wasn't the time doesn't really do it justice, because he wasn't.
No, he would have
up against James Sheen. They weren't that far apart in terms of their pace. It was just when he had a mare with the hose.
Yeah, he'd have done sub 2 easy.
Easy money.
He's another one who, again, took me a couple of years to get him to take part in the challenges and that. I don't know whether it was a confidence thing or he wasn't too sure. I don't know, but got him involved. And now again, another one who's got the bug, and he trained hard. So I was training with him yesterday. We met up near his house and we did a bit of training together, and he left me for dusts. What we're doing. It's like, he's
a fit lad, isn't he?
He's a lot younger than me. I always say that, but he's flying now. Again, flying another one to watch in the field. Massive PB at the BFC this year. It took, I don't know, half a minute off or something like that. Bonkers. Yeah, but he can push himself. He can really push, and he's only going to get quicker and quicker with more experience. He's still got age on his side as well.
I think it was a fantastic competition this year. We saw some great relays, and we saw some real strong winners for this year. I wanted to jump on with everybody to do a quick wrap up for all of the seasons this year. But as you horizon scan for the next 12 months, what sort of things are you looking at in terms of the fire challenge sector? If people are hearing these for the first time, what sort of stuff would you recommend they have a look out for?
Certainly our competition.
Absolutely.
So we are going to go ahead next year. So we haven't got a date, or we haven't got the venue set in stone yet. We know we'd like it to be. So definitely please look out for ours. But yeah, anyone who's thinking about doing a challenge, just honestly, just do it. Don't be worried. Don't be scared. They're great events with a great Firefighter Challenge family. Everyone supports everyone. Train for it though. I've seen people turn up to these competitions, not train for it, thinking they can just do it, and then they have an absolute stinker. So like I said to you earlier, get out in the
and some really fit ones.
practice.
It's not because they ain't fit enough.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You really have got to apply to the Firefighter Challenge specifics, as you know, as Brad said. So train for it, and please just come and have a go. There's no excuse. There's going to be even more, I think, next year than what there was this year's regionals. So if you can't make one, you can make another one. I'm sure of it. And they're dotted all over the country now. So northeast, we're in the Midlands, South Coast. Wales over on the west side. So they're everywhere. So there's no excuse. Get it done.
That rising tide raises all the ships, mate. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing another 12 months of this. And we're also going to do some more stuff with the Pink Firefighters this coming year. So we've got quite a number of really great members in the team now. We're going to be expanding that. Massive thanks to MSA for continuing their support, and Gore-Tex and Hikes. We're doing a lot more this year. We've just done a couple of events with Pride and a few others. Sarah's done some good events. Chrissy's been out there doing some big runs. Ryan's been busy. And then we've been at all of these competitions and challenges as well.
As well. I mentioned the patches, Pink Firefighter patches.
Yes.
Get onto your website. Get them ordered. They're flying out the door at the minute. Again, we've gone international.
We actually need to order some more, don't we? Or have we got some more orders? Because we're literally right down to the last lot, aren't we?
Just there. I've got plenty there. So if people want to order, they're back in stock. I just posted out to Switzerland, Austria.
You're a good man. I appreciate you so much.
Away. Guy in Holland, I think it was. So yeah, we've gone international with that. People want them. They're great. They're great patches to have. So
if people don't, because I know we just sort of jumped into it there, but if people don't know what we're talking about, the UK Pink Firefighters, we do breast cancer awareness all across the UK. And obviously this stuff stretches around the world every single year. It's 56,000 plus people in the UK will receive a breast cancer diagnosis. And at least 30% of that's preventable. How is it preventable? Through early intervention, early detection, and early treatment. So we're trying to raise the profile to get these numbers down. Science-backed research through Breast Cancer UK and other individuals. We want to continue to raise funds for that. We don't take any money from it whatsoever. Nope. We come and attend events for free. So we've just been at Pride. We're going to the Emergency Services Show. We go to the events, but we also want to start going to some non-challenge style events. So if it's a Sunday park run, if it's a 5K, if it's a parasailing or whatever, abseiling down the side of a building, we want to get involved with a lot of different things. So this information is more accessible, and we can empower people with the information to look after their loved ones, because we don't want this diagnosis arriving, as you would have experienced a lot with your family, Dean. We don't want this diagnosis arriving on people's doorsteps. Men can suffer from it as well. 670,000 something deaths of this globally was the 2022 stats. And it is the most common cancer in women in, I think it's like 157 countries in the world. It's the most common form of cancer. So if you want to support us, you can follow us on the UK Pink Firefighter social media page. We have got patches available. They're not very expensive. And I think about £2 of that goes to the cost. There it is. £2 of that is the cost of the patch. And then the rest of it, literally 100% of it, goes to charity. We don't put anything in our pockets or anything like that. Myself, Dean, or Ryan, but most preferably Dean, has the information about that. And I'll actually put Dean's business email, not his personal one, underneath here. If anybody wants to email Dean and you want to get yourself a patch and you want to wear it with pride, we would really appreciate it. And so would those that are wrestling with this disease all over the world. Great reminder there, mate. Absolutely love it. And also, if you want to be a Pink Firefighter, you can apply. Every year for the next 3 years, it is our plan, alongside the support of MSA, Gore-Tex and Hikes, to bring on board 5 new Pink Firefighters every year. We are looking for at least 3 women and 2 men every year, not because we prefer women, but because we've got a lot of blokes in the team already, and we want to get balance. We want to be representative of all of the people that are challenged with these horrific diagnoses. So if you're a man or a woman and you fancy getting involved, Stage 1 is support the social media. Stage 2 is buy yourself a patch. Stage 3, throw your name in the hat if you want to be part of the team, and we would really appreciate it. Thank you for that reminder, mate. Good shout. Any closing thoughts before we wrap it up?
Well, one last thank you, massive thank you, is obviously to yourself as well at these challenges, and obviously ours. You know, we always need that person on the mic, and you're the man, you're the sought after guy for that. You know, I don't think there's a challenge that won't be looking for you, to not do it. So big massive thank you to you. Obviously, you get the crowd involved, full of information, supportive, etc. Massive thank you to you as well, Pete.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. It is a heavy lift, but I love it. And I create a rod for my own back sometimes because I love it a bit too much and then end up saying yes to everything. So I probably need to get a little bit better at that in the future, but it's also a privilege to be invited into these different families around the UK and just continue to celebrate and acknowledge all the incredible athletes. So thank you, mate. I do appreciate that. Right. That's it. Wrapping up for this year's Northants. Go over and have a look at their social media, get your finger on the pulse for register for next year, and we will see you all soon. Cheers, brother.
Thank you. Cheers, Pete.
Well, that's it for today, folks. Hope you took a lot away from that episode. We started the Firefighters podcast to develop, inspire, connect, motivate, represent, and most importantly, celebrate the world of incredible emergency services operators and the wider sector through this series of wide-ranging conversations. We really love creating this podcast and bringing it to so many people. Did you know you can also find these on YouTube? We do a lot of video podcasts now. You can head over to our YouTube page and follow, subscribe there. And as a final ask from us, whatever platform you're on, please rate the podcast. It really helps us as a key performance indicator to reach more and more people. I've been your host, Pete Wakefield. This has been the Firefighters Podcast. And wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be happy, live with intention, and where possible, please remember and support your firefighters and first responders. I'll see you next time.